Hi, my name is Joe, and today we're going to be reacting to the, I guess, Black Knight legendary banner reaction thing. I popped into Oblivion stream for 1 microsecond, just because I couldn't help myself. I don't really care that much, and it ended up being Black Knight, which is like his dream legendary. So, yeah. I don't know what he does, though, but this art goes hard. Oh my god, dude, his armor's like... he's glowing out of his armor like Elden Ring? Alright, hold on. Alright, we got Final Sword, we got Slaying, we got, at start of player or enemy phase, if 25% or healthier, grants attack defense plus 6, so probably not fast. Imbue and Reflex to unit and allies within 2, so 2 new statuses. Let's take a look at what they do. Imbue reduces the effect of deep wounds by 50%, and restores 40% of maximum HP as combat begins. So, this is like Breath of Life 4 as a status, right? It's not quite Divine Nectar because that's like 20 flat healing and then flat DR as well, along with the deep wounds having, so this is more like Breath of Life, right? We have Breath of Life as a status, basically, right? Which is kind of crazy, especially since he's presumably an enemy phase armor. And then we have Reflex, which is 7 flat DR, okay, and damage reflection? Oh my, what are we doing? Look, man, I know that the nukes are crazy right now. Erica, Camilla, yeah, the nukes are really good. The tanks are also pretty good. I don't know if they needed this, dude. Like, Breath of Life and then Ice Mirror as a status. Well, 2 statuses, but you know what I mean. That's insane. That's insane, dude. And like, yes, he's kind of nerfed by the fact that he's a legendary, which means at least in AR world, he's only usable sometimes. But yeah, when this guy's usable, that's gonna be insane. Valentine's Rhea with built-in Breath of Life and Ice Mirror. Go fuck yourself. Like, this is insane. Anyway, the rest of the weapon, if foe initiates combat or if units 25% or healthier, grants attack plus X, inflicts attack minus X. This is kind of like Emblem Ragnall, right? It kind of does this where it gives him a bunch of attack and then nerfs a bunch of their attack. 20% of units defense, which is presumably a lot, plus 6. Unit deals plus Y. Okay. Dude, how long until we see a Z, anyway? And reduces damage from foes' attacks by Y, and then reduces damage from specials by Y. Okay. If foes' HP is greater than or equal to 70% at start of combat, Y equals 16, otherwise Y equals 10. So it's based on the foe's HP at start of combat. But that's just weird, right? I mean, I didn't play this game. Is that a thing? Where he has something based on your HP? Or are they just trying some new shit out? I don't know. Anyway, 16's a lot, and 10 is still a lot. And then neutralize deep wounds during combat, and also when units special triggers, full piercing. Okay. So not the craziest weapon in the world. You have Daunt, and then you have flat DR, special DR, true damage, and true stats. I mean, like... And full piercing. So, like, I mean, the weapon does, at a base level, everything that a modern weapon would want to do, except special jump. But for all I know, that's in this new special or somewhere else in the kit. But a decent amount of the power budget seems to have gone to these 2 new statuses, which is, you know, fair. They're both really, really good. Anyway, let's move on. Pitch Dark Luna. 3 cooldown, Slaying. Let's see if we have special jump. When special triggers... 80% of the greater of foes' speed or defense, okay. That's a lot, by the way. And then neutralizes effects that prevents units counterattacks. He has NCD. Oh. And then reduces damage from attacks by X% during combat, which is 50 minus special cooldown, blah blah blah, times 10. But if special triggered during this combat, X equals 50 all the time. Yikes. And then also, if unit's defense is greater than foe's defense plus 5, you get Hardy Parry? Oh, man. Dude, they're cooking. They might be cooking too hard. We haven't even gotten to the actual skills yet, dude. Like, he has and gives out Breath of Life as a status and Ice Mirror as a status, and then he also has and then he also just has fucking NCD built in and Hardy Bearing on top of a giant nuking special and 50% DR. That's crazy. Oh my god, and we have more exclamation points. Alright. Distant attack defense form. So, new distant counter skill. Maybe only for armors? We'll see. Form typically is an armor thing, but like, infantry can still do it, we'll see. If unit is within 3 space of an ally, grants bonus to unit's attack defense equal number of allies within 3. Times 3, max 9, and if unit triggers Savior, okay, so seemingly armor locked, always 9. So DC, and then 2 stats plus 9. Hey man. Stats plus 7, out the door. We gotta make room for stats plus 9 in the A slot. Kinda crazy. Okay, not bad. So I was wondering where the DC would come from, so he has a DC, NCD, Breath of Life, Ice Mirror, Hardy Bearing, flat DR, more flat DR, more true damage, more everything, like, okay. Keep it pushing, and then we have a new Vengeful Fighter 5, right? Counter Fighter. If foe initiates combat, or if unit's 25% or healthier, inflicts attack -5, so more attack daunts. Deals damage equal to 15% of unit's attack, which is a lot, and he gets a lot from his weapon, the stat swing from his weapon, and reduces damage from foe's attack by 15% of unit's attack. 7 healing when he deals damage, okay, so that has synergy with, like, Erica Ring, for example. He can get, like, 14 from the Brave, and since he has, like, the deep wounds having in his weapon and in Imbue or whatever, he's going to be really hard to take down. And also, if attack can trigger unit's special, grants special cooldown count -2. 2? Before foe's first attack. So this is like Armor Lagoo's friend? Which is, I guess, is kind of fitting, because he's the villain in Ike's games, right? Oh, man. Fuck, dude. Okay. So he's just always gonna have this. He's literally always just gonna have this, dude. Oh, man. They cooked. And then he has Briar for even more flat DR and damage reflection. That's what the Briar part is. Jesus. This guy is stacked, dude. He's got a, like, I assume he's not fast. So he's gonna be, like, incredibly min-maxed as well. Like, holy shit. Shrugs off the agree, not that that's anything special. Did he just hit for, like, 200? Alright. Felix. That's kind of funny how Black Knight has all the daunts in the world, and Felix still manages to come out with +7 attack. Okay. For my lord. He is twirling that thing. He is doing tricks on it. Huh? Celica. Not a premier nuke anymore, but still has color effectiveness. He has -12 res. Shrugs it off like nothing. Twirl that shit. Bop. 257? Obama! Alright, well, I can already tell you I'm summoning on this. Black Knight is hype, even though I haven't played his game. Like, the voice acting and the aesthetic, super hype. I have a +10 base Black Knight from way back in the day. Freyr! She's one of my highest merged Astra Mythics. Please stop rerunning this guy. Please keep rerunning this guy. Please keep rerunning this guy. I already have him, so please stop rerunning this guy. I would love to +10 this unit, but she's cancer. I just got a free one from Tickets and immediately foddered it to Lucina. Cat. Blue skies for my Alphonse. Alright. So, red is obviously cracked out of its mind. You have Black Knight, Nidhogg, Erica, like 3 top-of-the-game units. Black Knight kind of stealing Nidhogg's thunder as far as a red armor is concerned, but Nidhogg's still good and has the mythic value And Erica is, you know, premier nuke in the game, like total cancer. Like if you don't have this unit, definitely try to get her. So red's insane. Blue, you got Freyr, Vale, and Midir. And Freyr, if you don't have him, you need him on your account, literally. You need that unit. As for me, I'll take more merges, I guess. Same thing with Vale. Like, not the best unit in it anymore, but I like running Asker and Light and Vale in Astra for the Resonance Shield and the Resonance Blade, among the other support that they give. So I can kind of play the same in both seasons. I just like them. So I'll take merges on that. And then Midir is like an okay unit. He does a shitload of true damage, but you need to invest in him a little bit to peak him. And I can't imagine there are many Midir fans. So even though his weapon is kind of good on paper, you're realistically just going to fodder him for Sly Swift Sparrow because that's like the premier nuking A slot for ranged units, right? Yeah, which is what I did. I gave it to Ninja Lucina and haven't looked back. So blue is okay. Green, I feel like green is always hot dog shit. It's always like green and colorless that get the short end of the stick, but this time it's just green. Like, Alir doesn't really offer you anything. Maelcorn has High Dragon Wall for scoring, I guess, so whatever. And then Haethrun is still an amazing unit, and if you don't have her, really good. I'll take the merges. I would still like to get a preferable IV on her. Mine's plus HP, which is like middle of the road what you want. I don't feel like using Trait Fruit on her because she doesn't really need it, but I would love to get plus defense or plus res at some point. And then colorless, you have Deerman, which, you know, still premier Astra season nuke. Not like a premier nuke in the entire game, but like he is, I would say, premier cleanup unit. So that's what I like him for. And the bonus doubler support he gives out is like really, really good for Omni tanks. So big fan of him. Yunaka has decent fodder, but you're really just there for the cat, I guess. And I mean, she's cancer too, but like, you're really there for the cat, right? And then Tree Man, mine's minus attack, so I would like to patch that up. Doesn't really have super desirable fodder. Like, Barricade's good, but I would rather patch up the IV, poisonally. But yeah, overall it's pretty solid. Red is the standout. I mean, the priority for me at least is going to be just red, and then anything but green. I don't need anything from green. If I'm forced to pull on it and I get a Haethrun, then I'll take it. But other than that, yeah. Not that I have that many orbs to spend right now anyway. I'm sure there will be packs, but yeah. Overall thoughts, he seems incredibly cracked. Like, I would say the only weakness he has at all is armor effectiveness and color effectiveness, but a little fella named 35th Anniversary Marth came out and patches up your effectiveness against armor. So, like, and color advantage has, like, not really mattered that much in years, so, like, generally speaking, loosely speaking. But yeah, he seems absolutely insane. Provides for your team as well, like giving out Breath of Life and Damage Reflection as a status, 2 statuses. Yeah. And I immediately, when I saw those things, I immediately went into Citrine brain mode. I'm still trying to cope with that unit. I want to make her work, because she is unique, she is really cool. But it's hard to justify a spot. Anyway, he seems really good. Red Share is insane. That's the TLDR. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one for summoning on this, probably because this guy is... I like me some Black Knight, and I haven't even played his game. Rose Aura farming. Alright. Let me know your thoughts. Have a good one. Bye.